Good morning. Hello. Oh, I need to change that screen. It's tilted too far back and it's hard for me to see. Oh, that's a big reach. That's better. Oh. Hi everyone. We're working on this today. I have been up a while today. I had to go buy a headboard. We used to have a headboard for our bed, and I suppose we still have the pieces of it. We just didn't put it up in this house. And I was like, nah. And then I found something I really liked that someone was selling used, and I went and bought it. Cleaning off my palette. I'm giving myself some space to mix color today. That's better. The bike shirt's nice. This is the nonprofit shirt. This is Oaks and Spokes. It says, "Thank you for riding your bike, Raleigh." Oaks and Spokes does all of the work trying to contact the city and get bike lanes approved and fixed and cleaned, and they do, what's that called? There's a brand new park in Raleigh at the old mental institution that they've turned into a traffic garden for kids to come ride their bikes and learn about traffic safety. So there's like stop signs and crosswalks, like mini ones for people to ride their bikes on, or for kids to ride their bikes on. And they do like how to ride your bike workshops, which are meant for kids, but they welcome adults as well. So Oaks and Spokes is cool. I know a few people who work with them. Are there pics of the headboard? They'll probably end up in the next extras video. It's really dusty. I gotta clean it. But I've been looking for one for a long time. That was a good price. And I'm happy with what I got. Alright, so we're working on this. And I walked in here and I was like, wow, some of these leaves look really nice. Some of these leaves need a lot of work, and that's where we were last week. So I'm really hoping that after today, when all of these orange leaves get detail, I'll feel a lot better about this painting. I did have I need to stop stream by time today, because I was supposed to have not a work meeting, but a different meeting today, and that got canceled on me. So my plan today is to paint as long as I feel like painting. Because Nintendo Nitwit says, I heard you have a deadline. I do have a deadline. This painting needs to be done. The sooner, the better. So the more I get done today, the better I will feel about it, and the less gremlin hours I may have to go live and paint for. Because I really hate to do that. So we're gonna paint today, and my inner goal that I want to hit is I want to get all of the orange leaves done, and the needles, because the needles are just blocked in with the same color that the orange leaves are, so it's the same dusty orange color, which I've thankfully, thank you past self, marked for myself. And then I have all of the darker leaves to do. And then I have to shade the water, because right now the water is just my burnt umber, burnt sienna mix. So there needs to get to be a little bit of darker spaces in the water. And then we have the ripples, which includes these bubbles. Paint until Bonanza tonight? Ooh, do you want me to be mentally there for Bonanza or no? Because one of those is gonna change that. Creativity is best expressed at 3 a.m. You're not wrong, Vagabond. I do work better in the middle of the night. Today is an off day for bike riding, which means I'm supposed to do a bike stretch today. I bought these glass straws and I've been very happy with them. If mentally not there, maybe funnier, who knows? It's gonna be a repeat of that Mario Donkey Kong stream when Steven, Brandon, and I had COVID. Alright, so on my palette, I basically have these colors still. I need to read alerts. I'll get there in a second. So I think I need a little bit more of my shadow color, which is the burnt umber, burnt sienna, because that's actually dried out. I have some whites. I have some yellow. I should probably have some yellow ochre on the palette as well. So I think I'm just gonna make myself a little snack plate of color and then work from there. Where did I get the straws? They're just glass ones from somewhere online. How flexible is Rachel? Not very. She needs a deep clean that I am not comfortable doing myself, but one of my friends was a bike mechanic when he was in college. And he's the one who's supposed to teach me how to ride pace lines, so I was like, maybe you teach me how to do slightly more than really basic maintenance. How does bike stretch work though? It's mostly like there's a trunk twist, and I realized how everyone, has most people have like a right or a left hand they're dominant with, but like your whole body is that way too. And doing ballet, my right side is way stronger, so like right pirouettes, inside or outside, I was always better at, versus left pirouettes. And I did a bike stretch the other day, and I tried to do my trunk twist, and I was like, wow, that is like way less than the other side. I spy moves. I have EDS. I'm clinically over-flexible, actually. I haven't been diagnosed, but yeah, I am also clinically over-flexible. Alright, I really liked these brushes. What do I have here? I have a flat and a filbert. Oh, it's a shader, which is a long flat. Like a tall flat. And it's kind of getting a little beat up. It has this like few loose bristles that I might just chop, to be honest. Let's grab those. That's better. A little trim. Alright, I need iPad, I need to read alerts, and then we'll get started. Where's the good image of this painting? All these images look bad. I also have the hiccups. I mean, so this photo is of a creek from like 30 feet away, and I zoomed in a lot, so it's really grainy. This is probably the better one for color. But, like, what did my phone do to this? There's a picture of Carly. Yeah, this looks awful. Let me check the version on my phone. Let's see, this would be under favorites. Oh no, this is just as grainy. Okay. You though, this is the one I'm gonna work for color. Because that feels most accurate. AirPods case, 40%. Yeah, that's not even up here. So there's our little image. You have a glare on it, but like also this lighter part right here, that's the stuff I have not done at all, which is the surface level water. All right. We have a 28-month resub from KJ the Quiet One, 21 months from Amaya A, 28 months from Starbloom Faye, 15 from Stalker Mike 1987, 7 from NJC5, and 3 from Aggregated Molecules. Thank you all for resubs this morning. It feels like it's 3 p.m., but it's 11. Somehow. So, umber. I'm trying to avoid using black paint so far. I know I have it in the bubbles, but when I start to darken the water, that's where I want to bring that in. And I'm not there yet. I'm trying to avoid moving that dark too fast. All right, what else do I want? Sienna, ochre, I might put a little bit of alizarin crimson on my palette just to go slightly more orange for some of these. Because like this guy here, which is this one, and then there's a little bit in here, maybe this guy, and this guy, where I just want it to be slightly more saturated, just a little bit. The other thing I want to do, and I should have done it before I started putting paint on my palette, was make a to-do list, essentially. This yellow ochre is so old and the cap is so beat up because at some point it got really dry down there and I had to use pliers to open it. And there's so much caked on paint that I can't even close it today. Love that. Some colors this just seems to happen more than others. Yellow ochre is one of them, for me. Please close? I'm out of backup caps too, so this is not great. You are gonna go live over here, so I remember to work on that later. And I'm also gonna swatch these, but I want a different brush. Christmas is early. And paper towel. So if this is base leaf color for orange leaves, I can go a little more yellow with it. And I can also like lighten that up. I can also shade it down into this. More into that if I want. And how do I feel about cadmium alizarin? Yeah, this is a good orange. So there's my saturated orange. Those are all good and acceptable. Are we only 5 months and 7 days from Christmas? Don't know. I gotta start figuring out what the plan is. Alizarin Crimson is such a pretty red. This might be one of my new top favorite colors. Like, look at that. It's like berry. Like, really pretty raspberry. Can't wait for autumn. Same! Looking at photos from last year and I'm like, oh, I did this bike ride last year in August? The weather wasn't terrible when I did that bike ride. And I'm like, oh, please. Can we please have some nice weather again? Meanwhile, Raleigh's like, no, it's gonna be 90 all week. And maybe storm. We have a 28-month resub from Starry Phoenix 17. Good morning. Please don't stick yet. I need you to not be stuck to yourself. Alright, I'm gonna cover all my little paint swatches. Hold up palette. I'm gonna talk about our colors. Paper towel. Okay, here's palette. This is my favorite one, is this gray palette. So this is our base leaf color. This is what I've blocked all of these leaves in. Because right now there's 3 types of leaves. There's these ones that I haven't touched, these ones that are the solid color, and then I have all the yellow ones which are done. So that's this color for the orange. And then I have burnt sienna, burnt umber, yellow ochre, alizarin crimson, cadmium yellowed, and titanium white. These colors I'm going to use to affect this color to do my shading. And that'll give me things like this, except the alizarin crimson. So I can go more saturated if I want something to be super saturated, like this leaf, or this leaf, or this leaf, or this leaf. I can go lighter orange if I want by adding white to it. And I can go darker orange and kind of tone down the intensity and make it darker like this leaf down here. So it kind of fades back into the water. So I'm just going to kind of use all of these colors and these colors to change this color and do those values on the canvas. Hi.
Hi. Can I borrow you for a minute?
A minute?
Like a minute.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know that this is disruptive, but it's important.
Okay. Well, you just want me to like...
You can just mute and come here for a minute.
Okay. Hi. Back to this. Okay. Got paint, got brushes. Lost that. Need that back. I think I'm gonna stick with the filbert because I've liked that. Everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. He just had a question. We have a 26-month resub from Jet and 28 months from Fred, which I really love because both of your names repeat, and it was back to back. That was very fun. Okay, so we just have to get started on this. And like, I've been working kind of around this way, because there's not a whole lot of that orange here except this guy. But I think I might work here right and then here right, just to keep my hand out of things. And I did get this table, but sometimes it's just nice to have the palette here on my lap. So we're gonna move water a little bit closer. And I think we're good. Cool. Well, let's get started on this mess. This is not cropped the same. This is cropped, the bottom is, but the top isn't because there's a bubble right here, and that bubble is here. Because I was looking at this and I'm like, this leaf I didn't draw, and so I was trying to place it mentally, and it's up here is where it should be. Okay. That is just something to keep in mind then. Not quite cropped the same. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this. Ow. thing is this leaf I don't want to start with. I'm like, that leaf. I'm gonna quickly run out of my base color, but Past Me was kind and left me a note. And said, hey, you're gonna want to know this next week. Which is very kind of Past Me. Good job, Past Mal. We love to be kind to ourselves. I'm starting to recognize there's going to be some cleanup in the water because, like, this leaf kind of fades out into the water because of the way the ripples go. And I will have to finish this leaf because it's going to be these same colors. That work all right?
I have never so firmly believed in demon magic until today. Oh my god.
Can you rinse that brush out really good for me?
Yeah. I'm gonna put this back on your card.
Thank you.
You want me to just rinse it in here?
Yeah. And you can leave it right there at the sink because I'm going to wash it, but I want it, you know, cleaned out for me. I'm glad the demon magic worked.
Wild.
I know. Okay, now this needs some shading. So we're gonna go back into our sienna, umber. I keep forgetting which one. Steven is packaging up some of his dad's artwork that needs to get mailed. And he's like, this canvas is loose, how do we fix it? And I was like, this. And so he fixed it, and that's the demon magic. So this pine needle needs to have a shadow underneath. And unfortunately, this is just going to be a matter of small details the whole way through. I need to make myself a note because I'm going to forget this. So my order of operations here is going to be orange leaves, needles, because I'm doing the leaf underneath this needle, but I'm not painting the needle itself. So that's important that I make a note of that. Orange leaves, needles. We need to do dark leaves. Water, shadows, water highlights, bubbles, and that might be it. And the orange leaves and the water highlights are the parts that are going to be the big parts. And I have a single loose hair. It's not great. That might have worked. All right, that one's done. Next one. This guy. That's this one. Okay. It's kind of fun sometimes just to see how tiny details really help, because that already helped that a ton. Seizure Monday. Easy, you'll be done today. Ah. That's why I want to see how far I get on this one today, because this is the one that I know is going to take forever, is these orange leaves. It'll give me a better idea of how much time I need to do everything else. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of highlights. That's too bright. Too much white. A little less white in this mix. Ooh, that's way too much. Tone that down. I do think this one is one that needs some of the saturated orange, which is fun and exciting. Just get my ratio right though. That one's done. This is very much going to be a body doubling stream today, where I'm just painting and not talking a whole lot. It's a lot of the same thing for me. Just leaf, 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 all the way down. Down to vibe, just focusing. You're going to leave us to fend for ourselves? No. Chaz is there. if I just focus up here, it looks really nice. Just there. One leaf at a time. I should count them. Not right now. I have paint drying on my palette, but at some point maybe. I'm gonna finish like, I think here, and then I'll do a close-up so you guys can see. So I have this top butterfly wing leaf, this one, just a couple in here yet. don't like what happened right here. So I'm trying to fix it. Alright, this one is very orange compared to the ones around it. And there's a lot of like little textures in this, so I'm just tapping the brush just to give a few little like tiny dots of the brown. And I'm starting to suspect this actually might be two leaves overlapping. Yeah, it is. And I think I'm going to bring in some orange. Alright, 2 more and we'll do a close-up. This one should probably be one of the darker leaves. This is a lighter one. Like, this one barely has anything other than just this highlight color to it. What was that? Chaz, could you post in work chat and be like, hey Mal, remove that song so I can do that later? Thank you. Okay, this leaf, this next one is complicated. Because I painted it bad. It needs to fade a little bit. So it needs to do that, for one. That's better. Oh, no, you can't go on top of the fish leaf. You sit behind fish leaf. All right, we're gonna do this. All right, these leaves, there, inside my hand are the done ones. So you can see that there's way more detail in them than like over here. It's going to be out of focus. This is slightly more in focus. So like all these guys are done. Kind of if I draw a little circle. The needles, no. Needles need to be done yet. And there's like a couple like darker leaves in here. But those ones are done. So we're going to work our way and finish. This is going to be the mess today. This is the part that's going to be soul crushing, and I'm going to be not happy because this is the mess of a lot of leaves overlapping. These ones are all kind of individual, so they're easier. So once I kind of get through this, then I can relax and just do these last few. So it's starting to come together. This is going to be really blurry, but you can still see that those ones have way more detail in the top corner. Okay. I want to finish these two though, because if I split it mentally, then those two are still in this quadrant. So it's these two working over to this one. And then that just leaves this mess in this quadrant. I do see a little bit of chalk. That needs to go away. Better. Okay, next one. I'm finding that as I work from like my base color here, I do like all the shadows, and then I move into blending the shadows into the base color, and then I'm bringing the highlights in. It's working pretty good. Quadrantize, how would you pronounce that? Sometimes it's easier mentally just to kind of split things up and be like, okay, one part is done. Now I could just take this shadow color and like do all of it and like all the leaves with it, but then I'm like zooming around on my photo and that gets confusing. This is actually 2 leaves because we have an oak right here. I didn't notice that earlier. It was just kind of blob. See, it's 2 actually.
Smacking the paintbrush on the easel, that's fine.
There's the shadows. So now we're going to go into the highlights, or kind of blending into both, and this one is grayer. So it's kind of the base color with some titanium white. So I'm just dry brushing that on top so it has that. That one's kind of hidden back there. I don't know if I like my treatment of it yet. I think I can leave it alone now. This one doesn't feel very leaf-like. That's better. There's a ripple right there, so it's going to be very strange, I think. It's just going to have to be that way. But I do want to take the vein line all the way out to the edge here. On both of those.
Hello.
Hi.
More like, hello, hello, I'm in a place called Vertigo, because I heard that Bono visited your stream. I am sorry about that. That sucks a lot.
Are you going to deal with it for me now?
I'm going to make sure Bono never comes back.
Thank you.
Stephen George 2025. God. Apple.
Yeah.
I like how this is something that people were mad about like 10, 12 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I knew that I'd get mad about it at some point, and it's today. So I hope you don't get in trouble for that, but you might. But there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Because it already happened. Right, I have unchecked these. I want to delete them, but I'm not sure what that'll... Like, they might come back. These items will be hidden. Sure. Okay. Alright.
What do you think so far?
It's good.
Thank you.
It's good.
I'm finishing this quadrant of everything except the really dark leaves. Like, see this one?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to move into this quadrant, which is going to be my least favorite quadrant. It has the most, and they overlap a lot. But this is what's going to make that part really come together.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll find out after your stream if if someone's mad about it.
Okay. Well, thank you. Decided to bring a little bit of yellow there. I think it was the right call. Okay, what leaf do I want to work on next? Mess. Maybe these two, because they're tiny. And then that. Yeah. This one kind of looks like a little stingray. But then it gets split down the middle with this darker color. I'm hearing a truck outside, and I hope it's not the air conditioners for our neighbors. I hope that problem got fixed. Their air conditioner broke, and I felt so bad. Because it's like objectively the worst time for an air conditioner to break in North Carolina. Okay, time for the messy part. I'm thinking I'm going to try and do some of these in groupings. starting with the shadows, basically for everything, so I can see where they overlap each other. And then pushing these ones more of like this gray washed out color, and then pushing like the orange ones more orange. That's the plan, I think. So we're gonna start with the shadows of everything. And like anything that's dark. So like drawing this in is going to be a big help. And unfortunately, it's not consistent. Like this leaf, this part sits under this leaf, but over this leaf. And we have the pine needle. Starting to come together a little bit. Transfer Moose. I haven't had cereal in so long. You have no idea how many boxes of cereal are in my house right now. There's a lot. Let's just say there's a lot. Is it still 8? Pretty sure it's more. I'm assured there's a plan for whatever he's doing. This leaf is like really dark. We need way more brown up here. These pine needles are underneath, so I don't have to worry about them as much. Okay, I think that's enough shadows right here. So we're gonna move on to the ones that are I didn't do this one. Or that one. No, that one's not that huge. Okay, we'll do that. And then I'm going to paint the ones that are washed out first. Now we have this guy.
We see the big vein running through the center. And there, and then we're gonna fill in some of this detail.
Now we can do what I wanted to do. It's base color plus white for the first one. The paints I have from last week, which are my base colors, yellow and white, are drying out very fast today.
And making things a little harder than normal.
I don't like this leaf yet. There's something about it. Is it dry in my house? It's just because it's sat out for a week, so it's lost a lot of its open properties. I could probably make some slow dry in and it might help, but I might just mix up more, try and get through what I can, essentially. The fresh colors I put out today onto the palette are fine. Okay, that one's good. Now I'm going back to the highlight washed out color to do those. I need to sit better. Okay, this leaf.
Where am I working?
Okay.
Slow going. Very slow. I do think this one needs a little bit of yellow though.
Just like a slight wash, maybe. I helped brought that one to life there.
And we're gonna go work on this guy. This guy is another one of the washed out ones. But the washed out color I've been using, I think is a little too orange, so we're gonna use a little bit of umber. Can you guys hear him? Oh, that's way too much water on the brush. Can you hear it, Radio Dread? Yeah, we can hear.
I'm assuming that he finished a tube of glassine paper and was like playing it like a trumpet, essentially.
Okay, this one is also washed out. And this one. So I have those two. And then I have orange ones. This one is more orange though than the last one. The last one had way more umber in it.
It's hard to tell if Steven was having fun dyeing her bowl.
how do I want to fix that? That's better. We're already at 2 hours and I'm not halfway done with my quadrants. To be fair, I did know this was going to be the longest stretch. No, zoom in. Classics. So 2 more hours. I'm paying a little bit more. If I finish this quadrant, that would be nice. Like I said, I did have some afternoon plans get canceled. So like the only true deadline I have is Bonanza tonight. Oh, so your actual deadline? I mean, yeah. I don't think I can paint that long. That would be a lot. We have a 26-month resub from Anise. Hello, Anise. Welcome to Endless Leaf Stream. That top quadrant that I've been dreading is starting to come together. Like, you're starting to see parts of it. That is a good title, though, isn't it, Aggregated Molecules? Endless Leaf Stream is actually a surprisingly accurate title for the painting itself. Okay. What else do I want to do with this leaf? Needs a little bit more detail. Oh, Steven went and clicked. Where's my mouse? Mouse. There you are, mouse. Click. No wonder I couldn't clear the alert. Okay, that one's done. So now we just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But they're all kind of smushed together. 7. My hands are hurting. Cover up all paints, and we're gonna take a short water break.
It's also probably a time I can take a photo and put it in the art queue.
Oh, that has a glare.
Well, it has a glare.
I don't like that photo.
That's better. I mean, we could text that to Noah. Alright, it's thinking about it. There, you can see the detail better. So there's still leaves in there that haven't been touched at all, like these guys over here, like this one down here. And you can see like some of these orange ones more up here that only have the shadows so far. Like up here. That didn't work.
It's also warm in here. I definitely want to finish this. I think the right move is to finish all of the leaves that are very obvious. And then as we start to clean up the water later, which is the fourth thing on my list, I can start to make some choices about some of these further back leaves and just giving the hints of them in there. I think that's the plan. Okay.
Time to shade some obvious leaves. Maybe also make them slightly more orange. Yes, that will help.
This song is creepy. I don't like it.
I feel like every time the song comes up, I'm like, what is this song? Oh, yeah. That's too yellow. We need that more orange. Still quite yellow. Keep making that leaf too yellow.
So I'm going to tone it back to orange. Still think it's missing orange. This sounds like a job for cadmium orange.
Because nothing is as orange as this.
That's cat orange.
It's so orange.
Like, almost fluorescent.
Is there anything else that needs this while I'm at it? That's orange.
Okay, finally happy with that leaf. That one's fine. I need a little bit here of something.
Hello.
Hi.
It's a little warm in here.
It is a little warm in here. I was saying that a few minutes ago.
I don't have a good solution to that. You want me to turn the air down? a degree?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to the post office.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I know.
the paintings are on their way for the folks that got the painting. They're coming. That's it.
Okay.
That's my news. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. Are you doing the other errand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be back in a while.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Drive safe. Finally see orange. Yeah, it took a little bit to get that orange. I don't like this yet. Okay. I'm gonna say that quadrant's done. I mean, it's not fully done. Like this guy, not done. But the orange is done of the quadrant. So I think it was ambitious to say, I'm gonna get all the orange leaves done today. I want to do this one because this one's kind of off on its own. And then everything else down here is kind of grouped together. And I think I want to switch these. Leaves on the top look much cleaner? Yeah, they do. There's like two sort of paintings going on at the moment. This one probably could have used some cadmium orange, but that's fine. I can make a little note. And cad orange. So this one is orangish, starting with shadows. And it does kind of fade back here. There it is. Waiting for that. Orange leaf looks bigger on the tablet. It is. That part was complicated, and at some point I was just kind of like, let's make it look natural on the painting. And I still don't love it on the painting. And it might be a thing where I need to do, like when I do the ripples on the water surface, that it'll kind of mask what I don't like about it. Because you can really see the ripples here where I'm working, and I'm working right here in the center. And obviously that's not happening yet on the painting. Yeah, this is not cat orange. Where did you go? I didn't put you away, did I? Oh, I did. I also have squeaky chair going on today real bad. That one's just gonna have to look weird, I think, for now. That one has so much orange. I didn't want to do one more. I don't have enough orange anyway. That's fine. We're at a good stopping point. Leaves can be weird, especially with all the ripples on it. A squeaky chair condition that comes and goes. I can never get it to do it when I want it to. This needs a good wash because I was using cadmium today. Alright, let's do what I'm doing next, talking, and we'll do a close-up, and we'll talk about the other stuff that's coming up. And then I'll look at a calendar. I'm almost out of water. Good time. Thank you. The auction for the stone lantern painting with all the moss, my hands have paint on them, so I'm not going to grab it. You'll have to click the link and look. The time lapse is up if you still haven't seen it. And if you're interested in the actual canvas, which you'll have to check out the link. It's one of my favorite paintings. I spent a lot of weeks working on that. So if you're interested in that canvas, you can bid on that. This painting's going really well. We're working on it. We're still on the orange leaves, which is my little list here of my to-do. Still working on the orange leaves, and so most of like the bottom of the canvas, those leaves are not done. The yellows are, but the orange is not. So that'll definitely be next thing I do. And then I'm gonna bring some more of this cadmium orange, which I've been like kind of hinting at up here. We're gonna bring hints of that down here so we make it harmonizing. But I'm happy with how the top is coming out. There's a lot of nice little details that are going on. So once I do the rest of the orange leaves, bring some cadmium down into this as well, the orange cad, we're going to do the darker leaves. And I decided to do those first, which is why I made myself a little arrow, because right here where these guys sit, they sit on top of this dark leaf. Right here where my pinky is. So those need to get done. And then I can do all the needles. And then we can start to bring in the water shadows, because this is not as dark as I want it to be. I want it to get like much darker in some areas. And then we do the surface. And the surface is going to be the other thing that's going to take me forever. Like these orange leaves are taking. But it's looking good. I'm very happy with the ones I did. So, Chess says, so another 20 minutes you're saying? No. No, not 20. Maybe like 20 per bubble, right? Chess wants more. Ah. No, not today. Okay. We need to do a close-up, and we'll talk about the other things that are coming up. So we're going to start by doing that. Shout out to my Patreon sponsors. If you're interested in that and the perks, you can check out the links in chat. And we're going to do a close-up, so I need to stand up. So up here is all of the done leaves. So they have way more detail. The pine needles are not done yet. But then if we move down here, you can see these ones are not done at all. There's a big difference between all of those. Snap. There we go. Go back. Are you happy the right quadrant has more detail? I am. This really helped this area, because this area was getting confusing when it was just very flat, and this was the part where there were lots of leaves layered. So it's really come together. Bringing in some darker colors when I start doing the water shading is going to help that part too. And the big pine needle that sits here in the middle will kind of just be the cherry on top. Top half is a good preview for the rest of it though. It is, because it's like, look at that part's looking nice and this part needs some work. Happy with it. All right, things that are coming up tonight. On Steven's channel, we are going to be playing the new monkey game, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I've heard great things. Steven's like, you might want to play more of it than just like today. You might. We'll see. Like, yeah, we will see. We'll figure that out after. It's a bunch of fun. I've heard good things. All my other friends are playing it and streaming it, and they seem to be having fun if they are still doing it. You can go up there. Fun to smash things. Reject humanity, return to monkey. If only I could. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to do some, not Gremlin Hour streams, but off streams that are not my normal time slots. I just don't know when yet. Maybe Monday during the day? I don't know. I can talk to Chaz about it and Steven about it. And we'll see how we feel. Get this painting done. But Monday night for sure, I'll be streaming a game. We're going to continue Echo Tides of Time. So I'm not going to like take that away. We're going to still do that. So I would just do maybe a morning stream on Monday. Like this time slot, but Monday, and work on this some more. That might be good. Because I need to make sure that I get this done. And the sooner it's done, the better. Replace Echo. No, I don't want to replace Echo. I want to finish Echo. Echo has been fun. Alright. It is midday, so I don't think any of my friends are live for rating. Because deadline. I'm submitting this to something. That's why it needs done. But that does not mean it won't be for auction. It's not going somewhere permanently. We can raid Steven. There's vlogs. I don't know. There's the extras video if you haven't seen it yet. So, that's fine. You can raid Steven's chat for tonight. How about that? You can have a raid message for that later. That'll be fine. Alright. I will see you all tonight. Thanks for tuning in. As long as Chaz and Steven are fine with it, I will paint more Monday at 11 a.m. Otherwise, I'll see you Monday night for Echo. See everyone tonight for Monkey Game, and have a good Friday.